Hi, this is Alex from phpacademy.org and this is a video tutorial for the new Boston. Now we're going to be continuing with XML and I'm going to finish this short XML series with looking at an example from the YouTube Data API. Now I've got the YouTube Data API page, if you like, up. It's in the tools section of Google Code, so the URL is here if you want to have a look at this as well. So okay, let's come down and we can have a look here. We've got several options, and what these different options are going to do is generate XML documents for us, so we can grab data specifically from where we want. Some is going to enable or use authentication, but we're not going to be focusing on that. We're going to be focusing on just simple features of this. So here in the another tab, I have a specific feed for a specific video on YouTube, and this is denoted here by the videos / and then the video name itself. So to replicate this for yourself and test it for yourself, just simply take the name of the video. So we'll have on YouTube, we have watch and then equals and a value here. So I'm sure you know what I mean. It's just the unique code that identifies each video. So if you take this and pop it into this URL, you'll be presented with this data regarding the video. So if you look carefully, you can see things like let's go and have a look here. Let's pick something out that we might find useful. Okay, so up here we've got the title. So you can see here we've got the title tag starting here. We've got some attributes onto this, but we don't need to worry about that for now. But for now we've got title here and ends title here. So the title here you can see is contained within these tags. You've also got the content here, which is create your own guestbook using PHP in a MySQL database. That's essentially a description, or the content that's relative to the description inside of this. So we can take the description from it as well. And there's various other aspects we can take from this, but in this tutorial we're just going to be focusing on getting the title and the description and displaying them on our page. So let's go ahead and open up context. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to set a variable which is going to hold the data about this. So I'm going to say video is equal to, and remember we'll be using this simple XML _load _file function, and in here we can simply take, we don't need to use a local file, we can use external files as well. So if we come into here and copy and paste this here, this generated XML file, and come back into our text editor and paste that in there, what this will do is it will create our object from this function reading this URL. So we don't have to load in a file specifically. It doesn't specifically have to be in the directory or in another directory on our web server, but we can specify URLs as well. So now what we want to do is we want to come down here and establish what we want to say. So I'm going to echo out title, and I'm going to break, and then underneath here I'm going to echo out the title of this. In fact, let's append it onto the end of here to save space, and we'll create it all on one line. So what we essentially want to do is say video, and then we want to say hyphen and then greater than. So we're taking a specific tag from this XML file. So the tag is called title. So as you know, what we do is we say title like that. So we're saying video title. Now if, for example, this was a list of videos, so this data here may be a list of say most popular videos, what we could actually do is we could loop this in a for loop. So for example, if we had more than one title tag on a page, we could create a for loop, as we've seen in the previous tutorials from our own XML files, and we could actually read in several titles. Then what we could do is read in, say, several descriptions, and then we could link the user to these most popular videos. So it's very powerful because we're maintaining a data structure. These popular videos will update themselves, and as we've seen before, as new tags are added and old tags are removed, our script is going to keep up to date with these because it's using exactly the same structure. So that's something to bear in mind if you're going to play around with the page that I've already shown you here, and you're going to say most viewed videos, or most recent videos, for example, or top rated, most discussed. You've got loads of different options, but for now we're just focusing on one video as an example. So we've echoed out the video title. Let's see if that's worked. First of all, we're going to put this in bold. I'm going to append a break onto there so we can view the description as well. Let's go back to our page and refresh. Okay, so you can see that we've got title, we've broken down, and we've actually displayed the title from this XML document. So you can already see how powerful this can be in taking specific elements of our videos. Now, for example, let's say this video name changed on YouTube and it completely changed to something else. What's going to happen? Well, our XML is going to update itself, so therefore our code is going to equal the same value that's specific to YouTube. So as well as being able to easily access these tags, we're also keeping up to date with everything with the tags themselves when things might change on YouTube. So now what we can do is we've broken down, and I'm going to echo out exactly the same thing. I'm going to say strong. This time I'm going to say description, and this is the last example I'm going to use, but I'll leave it up to you to go and play around with different values, things like that. Let's just move this colon to outside of here. So we do exactly the same thing, and we say video, and this time it's content. Okay, so now what we've done is we've grabbed the start content of the description. Let's go back to our page and refresh, and you can see that it's given us a description of the video. And as I explained before, there's various other tags you can take from this specific file itself. So we've got things down here like the duration. We've got the thumbnail image, so that corresponds to the video itself. We've even got the rating for the video and the number of raters. So there's a vast amount of information that we can take just out of this single XML file, and that's the powerful thing about XML, is that lots of websites do use it in their API, so you can just grab data quickly and update. You may have come across websites, say for example in YouTube, that index different YouTube videos and display data about them, and in actual fact they allow the users to comment on them videos from their own website. But that's a whole different thing. That's the YouTube API itself. So you'll find that Twitter and other social networking websites or other websites may produce their own XML feeds. More specifically, we have news feeds from websites as well in XML format. So XML is a really widely used standard that allows you to maintain a specific structure to your code, the code itself, and actually echo out things from it, and which will constantly update depending on the updates from the website. So that's taken a brief look at how to load in a file from YouTube for a specific video here, and grab the title and the video content from this XML file.